Chapter 4. I didn't want to go back down there. Not after what happened last night. But when I woke up, the house was too quiet. The kind of quiet that hums in your ears. I told myself to leave. To just walk out the front door and never come back. But curiosity has teeth. It kept biting until I gave in. When I stepped onto the basement stairs, a chill ran up my legs. The hum I'd heard before was gone, but the air, it felt heavier. Like the house was breathing slower now. The shelf that used to hold those old tapes was empty. Completely. Every one of them gone. Then I noticed the back wall. A faint line ran through the bricks, almost invisible. Like someone had tried to seal a doorway. I ran my fingers along it. It wasn't cold. It was warm. That's when I heard it, my own voice. Don't open it. I froze. The words weren't a memory. They were now. The wall clicked under my hand and began to move. A hidden door. A tunnel behind it. I hesitated for 1 second too long. And that's all it took for my curiosity to win again. The tunnel was narrow, lined with wooden planks and faint wiring. Each step echoed like I was walking through someone's lungs. The air smelled stale, like dust and burnt electricity. At the end, a small wooden door stood waiting. No handle, just a narrow slot and a faded label taped across it. Session 47, Lena. My knees went weak. That was my name. Behind the door, something was playing, a faint static, and then breathing. I leaned closer. My own voice whispered from inside, "Why did you come back?" I stumbled backward, hitting the tunnel wall. The voice repeated itself, once, twice, faster each time, until it wasn't words anymore, just noise trying to crawl under my skin. I turned and ran. The tunnel stretched behind me like it was trying to pull me back. When I burst into the basement again, the wall slammed shut by itself, sealing the tunnel completely. I raced upstairs. Halfway up, I heard footsteps above me, slow, deliberate, like someone was waiting at the top. "Mom?" I whispered. No answer. When I reached the hallway, I saw my dad standing outside my room. Still, silent, facing the door. "Dad?" My voice cracked. He turned his head just slightly. "You shouldn't have gone down there," he said. His tone was wrong, too calm, too controlled. "Where's Mom?" He didn't answer. He just lifted one hand and pointed back toward the basement. My stomach twisted. "Dad, stop. You're scaring me." Then he turned fully toward me. His eyes were pale, distant. There was something dark smeared along his jaw, like ash or dried blood. "It's your turn," he whispered. Before I could move, every light in the house went out. I could still see him faintly in the moonlight. He was smiling, that same trembling smile I'd seen in my dreams. Then he said, "Session 48. I ran, out the front door, barefoot, into the freezing night air. I didn't stop until the house was just a shadow behind me. When I finally looked down, I realized I was still holding my phone. The voice recorder app was open. 3 new files. 1 time-stamped when I entered the basement. 1 when I opened the tunnel. And 1 recorded only minutes ago. I pressed play. My voice filled the air, breathing, whispering, but the footsteps in the recording didn't match mine. They were still inside the house. I stopped the playback, but the sound kept going. Soft footsteps, getting closer. I turned slowly. No one was there. But my phone buzzed again. Another file appeared. Session 49, Lena. My hands shook as I tapped it. And this time it wasn't my voice. It was my dad's. He whispered almost gently, "Don't run, Lena. The room remembers where you are." Subscribe for last part.